The main topic of today's video is Grand Theft Auto, because we are going to mainly talk about the release date of Grand Theft Auto 6 on PC. You all know well that it's a whole topic because Rockstar, publishes their video games first on consoles and then, whenever they feel like it, on PC. Well, we have certain indications of when the title would finally arrive on computers. On one hand, we're going to talk about that. On the other hand, we're going to talk about Grand Theft Auto 5 and its next-gen edition, also coming to PC. And we're going to analyze a bit how the previous Rockstar releases were outside of consoles. But since it's Saturday, we should discuss various topics. So we're also going to talk about new releases. We're going to talk about the great return of Avatar, not the blue cartoons, but the bald guy with the arrow on his head. We're going to talk about the Elden Ring movie. We're going to talk about cinema and television. We're going to talk about demos and things to try over the weekend on PC and also on consoles. They become very comfortable for me. Without further ado, let's get started. If you play on PC, the platform where you can save the most money every month buying new video games is Eneba, because every week Eneba adds new offers of almost giveaway games. Like, for example, this new batch of offers that is only going to last this weekend, where you can find the Orient of Blind Forest for $3, the Metaphore Fantasio Nuevito for just $33, the High on Life for $5, or the Have a Nice Death for $62 cents. Among many other offers, such as, for example, the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, already reduced to $48. To take advantage of these offers, all you have to do is open any of my videos and in the description, click where it says, Games on Sale at Eneba.
And here.
At Eneba, you open this promo, the one for next week with cashback, and done, you can discover these spectacular prices. Subscribe. We have a release date for the new Dune Awakening video game, and we also have new gameplay. This title is a massive multiplayer online survival game, obviously inspired by the Dune franchise, a game that allows us to survive in Arrakis at the same time as other Dune Awakening civilians. And here we have the typical gathering of sticks and pebbles, survival, base building, combat, etc. All of this in an environment that promises to be dynamic, where sandstorms can alter the map. And different events, like being eaten by a gigantic worm, can alter your raids. Its developers promise several maps within Arrakis, with some areas that can host up to 500 players simultaneously. The title is planned for PlayStation 5, for Xbox Series, and for PC, but it will first come out on PC this 20th of May, and the console versions will arrive later. Among Us jumps to 3 dimensions this 2025, and its developers finally decided to take the virtual reality version and adapt it so that anyone can play it with a controller and keyboard. Or why not with a joystick? This is the same Among Us as always, but with some new mini-games and tasks, and with the possibility of betraying your friends in 3 dimensions. Next week, on the 24th of February, there will be a demo of this title on Steam. This February marks 20 years since the premiere of the first episode of Avatar: The Legend of Aang. And to celebrate it, Paramount and Nickelodeon made several important announcements. And among them, we have the confirmation of a new collaboration with Magic from Gatorade. Remember that a few days ago I told you that a collaboration between Magic and Final Fantasy is going to be launched. A collaboration with thematic cards, decks, and all that. Well, are they going to do the same but with the Avatar? And this collaboration is going to happen in November of this year. We still don't know if there will be complete decks, but at least we're going to have some cards from the bald-headed arrow guy. In addition, Paramount and Nickelodeon announced that Avatar 7 Havens is in development, a new animated Avatar series that will tell the story of a new Avatar after Korra. With 26 episodes created by the same original creators of The Legend of Aang, and they also confirmed a new animated movie, this one based on Aang, the first Avatar we knew. This movie is going to premiere in January of 2026, and it's going to be animated. And you've already seen how this is. Lately, everything that is cinema, television, and other things is closely linked with the launch of new video games. And Avatar was not going to be the exception. Because it seems that Nickelodeon and Paramount are very insistent on bringing back the bold arrowhead. Right now, Saber Interactive is developing an open-world role-playing video game of Avatar. But it's not going to be a video game where Aang appears, or any character we know, because it's going to be a video game. A prequel, hundreds of years before what was Avatar: The Legend of Aang. Saber Interactive apparently wants to do with Avatar something similar to what they did with Hogwarts Legacy and Harry Potter. That is, tell a new story in a role-playing video game. That it be a prequel much earlier than what we already know from the franchise. An idea that worked very well with Hogwarts Legacy because they were able to tell an original story without interfering with the canon of the main saga. And we hope that it also works very well with Avatar. In fact, I think it's a great idea to make a prequel to The Legend of Aang. Anyway, we don't know when this new Avatar and Saber Interactive video game is going to arrive, but we do know that it will arrive at some point. Good data, Poro. Are you giving good information? Saber Interactive, the creators of Space Marine 2, have news to share. It seems they are constantly working on new projects. And the studio confirmed that in addition to making an Avatar game, they are making a new Hasbro game. They didn't reveal the details, nor did they say which Hasbro IP they are adapting, but they announced that early development of this new game has already started. And Hasbro has very powerful IPs. Like, for example, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Dungeons, Dragons, Magic, Beyblade, or Power Rangers. If they release a Beyblade video game, I won't complain. I don't know how they would do it, but I won't complain. It would be good. Fine. Power Rangers could be, why not? They just canceled a Transformers game not long ago, a multiplayer they were going to release as a service game, and I don't know what else. Power Rangers could be a good game, right? They recently released a very decent beat-em-up, or why not? A G.I. Joe game in the style of Army Man? Do you remember Army Man? The one with the plastic soldiers? It was a good game. Recently, new rumors have emerged about a possible film adaptation of Bloodborne. According to insider information from Daniel Richmond, Sony is reportedly developing a movie based on this video game. If they release a Bloodborne movie before a game remake, there's going to be trouble. There's going to be trouble. There will be a lot of unhappy people. For now, it's just a rumor, and we already know what Bloodborne rumors are like. Rumors are plentiful and constant, revolving around upcoming remakes, sequels, PC ports, and now a movie. Every year it's the same, with no change. So I would be suspicious. Speaking of cinema, it is confirmed that Sifu's new movie, Live Action, is in early production. A movie that would be produced by the same producer as the John Wick movies. And it would be loaded with action, violence, disembowelment, and murder. No date was confirmed, but it was confirmed that they are going to make a second part of Ready Player One. And Spielberg won't be directing it, but he will be co-producing the movie. Will Smith confirmed that there will be a Hancock 2. Do you remember? The drunken superhero? Well, he's back, and it's confirmed that Invincible will have a season every year from now on. We won't have to wait 2 years to see new seasons of this series anymore because Prime plans to release it annually. By the way, if you didn't know exactly what to watch this weekend, you can start here. Invincible. The new season just arrived on Prime Video, and it's really good. Speaking of movies, let me tell you that Jorgito Martin, the main screenwriter of Elden Ring, confirmed that the Elden Ring movie is on the table. I can't say too much about it, but there's talk of making an Elden Ring movie, commented the bearded old man. From Software had already said that they had no problem making a movie or a series of Elden Ring. All they needed was to find the right partner, the producer, who could do it. Because From Software may be able to make good games, but they don't know how to make movies and series. Maybe they found the right partner. The Ninja Turtles have arrived in Call of Duty, and the new collection of turtle skins is now available. Weapons, cosmetics, and a small mini season pass that costs about $10, more or less. If I'm not mistaken, I think so, well, and it offers you some rewards. The skins are sold separately. Blackbeard Wukong has recently received a quite significant new update, which includes several performance improvements on PC and also on PlayStation. Since its launch, Game Science has not stopped updating the title, and they have even added new game modes and several update patches. But they still haven't released the Xbox port. And today's main topic is related to Grand Theft Auto 6 and its PC release. And as you well know, it's customary for Rockstar to release their upcoming games first on console and then sometime later they release them on PC without knowing exactly when they're going to release them on PC. Rockstar does this, releasing first on consoles and then on PC to avoid early piracy of their video games. As you know, any game that hits the PC is immediately pirated. And while not all PC gamers are pirates, there are many sales that would be lost by releasing the game on PC, in addition to possible leaks, because also releasing the game on PC allows for your game to be leaked. Rockstar releases games on consoles first, then on PC. The problem is that we never exactly know what the time frame is between the console release and the PC release, because there isn't an exact pattern that tells us when it's going to be. As you can see in this chart, in the early Rockstar titles, the wait time between PC and console used to be roughly 6 to 8 months. However, with the release of bigger titles like Grand Theft Auto 5 or Red Dead Redemption, this time goes to 1 or almost 2 years. If Rockstar follows more or less the same pattern with Grand Theft Auto 6, it would be logical for the title to arrive on PC between 1 and 2 years later. That is more or less by the end of 2026. Well, a senior executive from the Corsair accessories brand believes that this time will be even shorter in this generation. He commented that, according to him, Grand Theft Auto 6 would arrive on PC in early 2026. Everyone is talking about Grand Theft Auto 6. I think we'll see a preview of the game later this year for consoles, and as far as I understand, it will be released at the end of the year on consoles and at the beginning of 2026 on PC. This was stated by the financial vice president of Corsair at an executive meeting. It's true that the financial vice president of Corsair is not a Rockstar executive, far from it. But he is a person who I suppose must have his contacts and knowledge within the video game industry. Because Corsair is one of the most important PC accessory companies in the world. They manufacture various accessories and components. According to this MEN, the release time of Grand Theft Auto 6 on PC would be shortened compared to other Rockstar releases. We can be sure of two things. The first is that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be released on PC, because Strauss Elnick, chief executive officer of Take-Two, already said so. The PC is much more important than in other times, and they are going to release all their games on PC. So it's not going to happen like with Red Dead Redemption 1, which took 14 years, I bit my tongue. And the second thing we can be sure of is that it's not going to take more than 2 years. I really believe that not even Rockstar knows when they're going to release Grand Theft Auto 6 on PC. And it's going to depend on how the game sells in the first few months or the first year. When sales start to decline a bit, maybe then they'll release it on PC. They'll likely handle it the same way as Grand Theft Auto 5. Focus on the console first, then the PC. Also sell the same product twice. Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, we have very good news for Grand Theft Auto 5 PC players. Why? Rockstar Games announced that the next-gen update, which they had released for Play 5 and for Xbox Series, is going to arrive on PC on March 4th. This update brings advanced graphical improvements, such as support for NVIDIA DLSS 3 and AMD FCR 3, compatibility with higher resolutions and refresh rates, reduction in load times, compatibility with DualSense and its functions, and any other additional content for Grand Theft Auto Online. Remember March 4th, and we're going to discuss everything there is to play this weekend, for free, to say goodbye to this Saturday. And we start with this. The first Delta Force campaign, which was going to be paid, is now going to be completely free. This game mode, inspired by the fall of the Black Hawk, allows us to take on the role of Delta Special Forces operators in tactical missions that recreate the events of the Somali conflict of 1993. The Delta Force campaign, which is completely free, has 16 missions and gives you roughly 7 hours of gameplay. And you can play it cooperatively or solo. Fully recommended to utilize. On Steam, we also have a demo of Make or Break, the new online multiplayer mech combat title. It offers 3 versus 3 gameplay modes, 6 versus 6, and even extraction modes and some extra little things. The title is very interesting. And if you like what you're seeing, don't miss the demo, because it's a strong release this year. The new Yakuza demo is still available on consoles and PC, which is also highly recommended to discover what the combat system of this video game is like, and also the naval combat, which is very fun. If you have an Xbox and a subscription to Game Pass in any of its categories, activate it. You can also play this weekend as part of the free play days. 3 video games: The New War, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Perhaps the most interesting thing about all this is to try The New War, the massively multiplayer online from Prime Gaming. Which kind of died, but there it is. It's still a fairly new game. Epic Games Store is giving away 2 games. Super recommended to claim at least the World War Z Aftermath. This is an expanded and improved version of World War Z, which adds new episodes, first-person mode, graphic improvements, and a lot of zombies on screen. A real zombie madness. It's a very fun title to play alone or cooperatively. Friends, we have reached the end of this week. Not just with the video, but the entire week. We have reached the end. I'm going to greatly appreciate all those who want to support our content by leaving a like, writing a comment, sharing, or interacting with the video. Since YouTube greatly favors us when you interact with this video. And it shows us to more people. The more people know about the channel, the better for us. Because, well, more money, but we reach more people and we keep growing. So I sincerely thank all those who interact daily with the videos and all those who want to interact with this video. Either way, even the dislike counts positively. If you liked what you saw, invite a friend to the channel. And if you already did, invite another. Why not? Here I leave you 2 great videos to watch, including this one that we just launched, with titles that have great graphics for this 2025. Also go watch it and give a lot of love to that video. We need it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.